So, welcome back to Frequency Online Maths. We have this question to solve. So, the question is trying to tell us that this is under logic, right? So, the question reads, if Jagaban wins 2027 election, then Nigerians will do what? Suffer. Good. Now, the question is trying to tell us to find the converse, the inverse, and the contrapositive of the conditional statement so that Nigerians will know what they are going to face in this 2027 if Jagaban wins. So we get started. So Jagaban wins 2027 election is our P, is regarded as the hypothesis. Are you there? Then Nigerians will suffer is the conclusion. Conclusion of the effect of Jagaban ruling us again is that we do what? Suffer. That's the conclusion. Good. So this is a conditional word statement. You understand? So now we are told to find the converse. So the converse is if Q, then P. This is the converse of this word statement. So let's put it down. So it will be if where is our Q? If Nigerians will suffer, right? Then Jagaban wins 2027 election. So the converse of this statement is just trying to tell us that if Nigerians will suffer, then Jagaban wins 2027 election. So if Nigerians want to suffer, it follows that Jagaban will win 2027 what? Election. So it's left for us. So the inverse will now be, the inverse is what? If negation P, just negate the propositions, right? If negation P, then negation what? Q. So the inverse will be what? If Jagaban, which is our P, if Jagaban, negation P means opposite of the statement, right? If Jagaban will not win 2027 election, then Nigerians, negation of will suffer will be Nigerians will not suffer. See how I'm analyzing these things so that you understand that math is not lying. It's not me that brought this thing. This is a question. You understand? I just said, let me just try it since I'm just teaching logic. Let me just use this forthcoming election to analyze something. I'll still explain many things. Just sit down and listen to this video. You understand? So I'm just trying to open your eyes to what will happen in future. This one is not prophecy. This is mathematics, logic. So we're having contrapositive statement. Contrapositive is if negation Q, then negation P. If negation Q, then negation what? P. So what is it? Where is negation Q? If Nigerians will not suffer. If Nigerians will not suffer, then Jagaban. If Nigerians will not suffer, then Jagaban will not win 2027 election. So do you see that if Nigerians will not suffer, then it follows that Jagaban will not win 2027 election. So Nigerians, if you people don't want to suffer, it follows that you will not allow Jagaban to do what? Win by bringing your PVC to vote out these bad governments in our country. This is what this math is trying to tell you. Let me show you again. Now, let's assume that this statement is true. If Jagaban wins 2027 election, it's even true. It's not even assuming. It's even true because here we are still suffering. Children are held in Oyo State or Ondo State. They are still there. The government is not saying anything about it. So this statement is what? True. So if Jagaban wins 2027 election, then Nigeria will not suffer. The statement, the proposition is what? True. Then the converse, if a conditional statement is true and the converse is also true, then the statement is what? Biconditional statements. Okay, let's say the converse is if Nigerians will suffer, then Jagaban wins 2027 election, which is true. If Nigerians will suffer, then Jagaban, it means that what made them to suffer is that because what? Jagaban have won again. So these statements are what? Biconditional what? Statements. Biconditional statements. I'm just analyzing things. So now, if your converse is true, it follows that your inverse will also be what? True. Let's say if Jagaban will not win 2027 election, then Nigeria will not suffer, which is true. So they are aligning. Your converse is true, it follows your inverse is what? True. If your converse is false, it follows that your inverse is what? False. Then contrapositive. If your conditional statement is true, it follows that your contrapositive will also be what? True. Let's say if Nigerians will not suffer, then Jagaban will not win 2027 election. Mama still dey lie. So you see that your contrapositive and your conditional statements are true. So if you know what is better for you, go and get your PVC. I've analyzed this thing using mathematics and I saw that everything is what? Aligning. That if Jagaban wins, we are going to suffer. So get your what? PVC. Let's vote out this bad word, government. Thank you for watching and may God bless you. Follow Frequency Online Maths for more exciting math videos. Bye bye.